Hello everyone and welcome to this video on how to make French Disco House Part 3. Here's a snippet of what we'll be making. My name's Andy Van from Super Disco Club and Madison Avenue. You may remember a track I made back in 1999 called Don't Call Me Baby. Okay, let's get into it. I've been into disco and French house music production since my early Madison Avenue days in the late 90s and 2000s, and have purchased hundreds and hundreds of classic disco albums and French touch releases. And the two things that make all the difference is finding the right track to sample and finding the right sections to chop up. So for this video, here's an excellent disco track I found from 1978. It's already warped in Ableton. I'll pitch it up 2 semitones and song tempo is 130 BPM. I'm now going to listen to the track to find some catchy bits to sample. This little section here sounds good. Yeah, that's great. Let's label that S1. Okay, next sample, let's try and find a small bass line part. This little section here sounds good. Again, we label this and color it. I suggest you try and find like 3 or 4 samples to jam with. I'm going to grab that ooh sample there. Again, label it and color it. And then we need one more vocal snippet to finish it off. Let's look up here. Yes, I like this Can I snippet. Great. Finally, let's label and color this one. Okay, next step is arrangement. Arrangement is where we work out where to place these samples to make them into a French disco house style track. Let's move these over to the side and arrange S1. Let's have 3 repeats of S1 and then 2 1-bar repeats of the end part. That is really good. Next, let's duplicate that 4-bar set and arrange S2, 3 and 4. Actually, I think the S4 sample will work really well at the end of that set. Yep, that is so good. Okay, let's just do a little bit more arranging. We'll have 4 bars of each of those sets. Okay, next we're going to look at putting a bunch of effects onto these chopped up disco samples to give it that French touch feel. And the first one is sidechaining. If you're not fully sure what sidechaining is, here's a quick refresher. Sidechaining is an effect where you route a kick drum into a compressor, and this causes the main musical part of your track to duck away when the kick drum occurs. See this waveform of a short audio file here, and then the same waveform after sidechaining. You can see the volume dipping down in the audio file. Why would you do this? 1, to allow more room for your kick drum to be heard, and secondly, sidechaining gives your song a strong, pumping, rhythmic energy. You can hear it here in So Much Love to Give. For some unknown reason, there's no dedicated sidechain in Ableton, so I've made a sidechain rack using the stock compressor. This rack and many other racks are available in our Patreon. Okay, back to our track. Let's pop some sidechain onto the disco samples. Okay, next step, drums. The Roland TR-909 drum machine was one of the most popular drum machines used in French house. Ableton has an excellent TR-909 kit included. Let's drop a kick from that with an added drum bus to give it even more punch. Excellent. Let's also add what I call a top kick, which gives it a bit more top-end energy. Let's listen to the kick with the disco samples. Man, that's got some punch. Okay, next is hats. I've got a killer modified TR9 open hat loop to drop in here. And second is a swing hat loop that I've made especially for this video. Hats with a swing feel were very popular in French disco house from the late 90s. You can see these small hats here that are actually late, giving it that cool swing feel. Let's give it a listen. Awesome. Next, let's drop in a snare. And then a 909 style clap. That's great. Next, I'm going to do a quick arrangement on some of these drums. If you're enjoying this video, it'd be really great if you could subscribe and hit that bell button. Okay, next step in this French disco house journey is more effects on those disco samples. Let's put a little multi-band compression on it. Which is just adding a little bit of mids and highs. Okay, next is my favourite effect, French filtering. I've made a special SDC Daft filter rack, which gives it a killer French filtered energy. Check this out. You gotta love that. Okay, next effect is a washout reverb. We're going to apply that washout effect with some automation here, and it will just occur when the filtering occurs. And here again in the second 4 bars. Okay, last part is to arrange an intro, where I filter the bass and top end out with automation. Let's listen to that. Actually, one extra thing to add is a short riser before the drop. And that's it. Let's listen to the final version. By the way, if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about disco house and house music production and want to support us so we can make more videos like this, then please consider joining our Patreon and becoming part of that community. Thanks so much. We'll see you on the next video.